Pashupati Paras is likely to resign today from the Prime Minister Modi's cabinet, and what we are learning is that he is very upset with the BJP's pact with Chirag Paswan for the Lok Sabha seats, and that he was not taken into consideration and confidence by the BJP. Now in 2021, along with 4 other MPs, Paras had staged a rebellion against Chirag Paswan. This is the particular information that we have. We'll shortly speak to our colleague Payal Mehta. Payal Mehta is in fact joining our broadcast right now. Payal, a very good morning to you. If you could just bring us some more context with regards to the likelihood of Pashupati Paras resigning from the cabinet today.
Well, of course, you saw what really transpired at the BJP headquarters yesterday when the party announced all the 40 seats for the NDA, and that included 5 seats for the Ramvilas faction of the LJP, which is essentially chaired by Chirag Paswan. So with all the 5 seats, including the contentious seat of Hajipur going to Chirag Paswan, there is very little or no option left for Pashupati Paras. Because remember, Pashupati Paras had jumped out of the Chirag Paswan camp in 2021, and then he was made a union minister. And since then, he is also a part of the NDA. But it seems that there is no, smoothing of the ties between the two factions of the Ramvilas family, and that's the reason. After being left in the cold and after being given no other option, Pashupati Paras will discuss his further course of action when he interacts with the media at about 11:30 this morning. But it is pretty sure that he will be resigning from the Modi cabinet because he feels that he's been given no respect. And, the fact that he was part of the cabinet, the fact that he was part of NDA, he was not even told about the seat arrangements, essentially. And that's something which has angered him and his supporters a lot.
Right, Payal. So, Payal, at this point, are we expecting any kind of negotiations that may take place where the BJP might try out to pacify Pashupati Paras at this point?
It looks very difficult, because the seat arrangement has already been announced and all the 5 seats of the LJP faction have gone to Chirag Paswan, including that Hajipur seat that the uncle and the nephew were fighting over. So there's very little option really left. But, the BJP has also done its assessment is what we're given to understand. Remember, in Bihar, about 6 to 7% votes, which are, of course, the Paswan votes, one would have thought that would have been divided between the two factions of the LJP family. But what the BJP has been able to understand is that probably the entire faction of the LJP votes, the Paswan votes are currently with Chirag Paswan. So looking at the arithmetic in place, the BJP has decided to go ahead and continue with their alliance with Chirag Paswan. Chirag Paswan also had a meeting with JP Nadda recently. And in fact, some BJP leaders also met Pashupati Paras and they advised him that they should merge their faction with Chirag Paswan's faction, to which Pashupati Paras had strongly raised his objection. But he was also given an option at some point in time that probably he could look at becoming a governor somewhere. And his nephew, who's with him, Prince Raj, could be adjusted as a minister in the Bihar government. But none of that really happened. So Pashupati Paras has been left seething with anger.
Right, Payal. Payal, thank you for bringing us all those details.